Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Nothing is Impossible. So, when you read it, it's now an NBA team suddenly announces open tryouts, and a janitor decides he's going to get a second chance at both love and life, right? Kind of like Invincible with Mark Wahlberg, but this is an hour and 46 minutes long. It's a faith-based film. I didn't realize it at first. I should have. PureFlix is up on it as I pause it. 5.2 on IMDb. 190 people only rated it so far. David A.R. White. That should trigger you right then and there. That's usually what he is in. Other than that, I don't recognize anybody. Nadia Bjorlin, I don't know who she is. And that's it. So that's all I recognize. I don't know. Faith-based sports films, I kind of enjoy sometimes. So let's see. I'll get into it, see what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know if it's worth watching. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Nothing is Impossible. No check-ins tonight. I don't know if they were needed, but I'm smiling because, you know, these movies are the way they are. It's not about the realism, I guess. It's more about the message behind all of it. And, you know, and it made me smile in a good way, I'll say. But, so we have A.R. White, right? Did I say that right? David A.R. White, right? So he's an ex-high school superstar, should have been drafted in the NBA. For some reason he wasn't, but he had beautiful girlfriend, you know, the world at his fingertips, and he didn't get drafted. He loses the girl, so he's back being a janitor at his high school. Meanwhile, his ex-girlfriend from 20 years ago happens to own the local NBA team, right? It's in Knoxville. And they decide that she inherited it from her father, and she's trying to have a team with integrity and get rid of the bad people, and they can't afford to hire any really good players, so they do this open tryout. Now there's a lot more characters in it, and you know, so on and so forth. I will mention two names because I know before I said there was nobody in it, but Stephen Bauer's in it. Maybe know his name, maybe you don't, but you know his face. He's in a lot of different, and Harry Lennix. Anyway, they have these open tryouts, and David A.R. White's character is now 39 years old, but he's going to try out for this team and try and bring back, you know, the magic he had 20 years ago, while also maybe wooing the owner of the NBA team. So, you know, like I said, realism is out the door. He's going against actual college, you know, current college athletes trying to make this team. There's two positions open. But he's good, you know, good shot and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I think they're kind of funny, right? I mean, you know, so it's all about him going through, trying to get in, and there is a lot of prayer involved. I wouldn't say a lot. In the beginning, there's not a lot, but it's definitely faith-based, and so you're watching it, and I tell you, to be honest, at points I kind of wasn't pulled in on my phone a little bit more than I should have been, because you know where it's going to go, right? You see what's going on. You know, guy's down on his luck. He has now the chance to return to his glory days and make an NBA team, and then possibly get his old girlfriend back. You know, now you're just waiting to see, how does it all end? How does it all unfold? It's slightly, you know, predictable, I think. You know, and you know, it's always about, like, God's plan for you, I guess. You know, which, when you think you're supposed to be giving up, what is God's plan for you? We don't know. And that's really what it's all about. Now, when we get into the ending, right, where we're getting at the dramatic climax, like, he has 3 different tryouts. He's got to make each level. And slight spoiler alert, he gets to that 3rd level where it's him and a couple other guys where he could be chosen to make one of the last 2 spots. So that whole scene, and the fact that, you know, he knows the girl, all that kind of stuff, kind of becomes more a publicity stunt in a sense. But, you know, and it won, I guess, I don't know, her assistant, whatever, doesn't matter, but they really try and put him through the test in the final, you know, thing to see if he can make the team or not. And that, I don't know, kind of gets a little crazy as well. Realism out the door. So, but it's fun. It makes you smile. It made me smile at the end of all this. I saw what was coming from a mile away. It was just, how did they get there? And you'll see that too. So if you're looking for a really well done, true to form type movie with great acting and great scenery and great basketball play, you're probably not going to get it. But if you're looking for a potential faith-based movie that has a good message behind it, that incorporates sports, I think maybe you'll enjoy this one. And I do like those. I like the faith-based ones that have sports in it. I like all of them, but the ones that have sports are fun as well. This one was a little bit like, some of the other ones aren't so unbelievable, you know. It might be a high school kid trying to get into college or something like that, but when you have a 39-year-old janitor trying to get into the NBA, you know, you gotta smile a little bit. But, you know, in the end, the message was there. It was fun to watch. It made me smile at the end. But I did lose a little bit of interest throughout it because I felt it was a little predictable. You know where it's going to go. So, I don't think I have anything else. That was it for me. I'm happy I watched it. And maybe you will be too. So, if it's your cup of tea, great. Check it out. If not, thanks for tuning in and watching Kimmel's Irish Pub.